Thousands of workers on strike at the Marikana mine in South Africa are poised to defy an extended deadline to return to work. The standoff at Marikana has set off a series of other mine strikes across the country, with tens of thousands of workers demanding a rise in pay. Mike Hanna is live in Marikana. Any sign yet, Mike, of when the miners might go back to work?
Well, Jane, the miners have been meeting here throughout the morning. This is the informal settlement of Kop, where many of them live. Throughout the morning, they were continuing to insist they would not be going back to work. They would not meet that deadline, yet another deadline, which had been established by the Government Commission, which has appointed to arbitrate and mediate this ongoing dispute. The Commission had said if the miners were not back at work by this deadline, then it would have to remove itself from the process. It had no basis of any further mediation ability whatsoever. So this would mean, if the Commission does go ahead and do that, that the negotiations would once again be direct negotiations between the striking miners and the mine management. That produced no solution whatsoever through 5 weeks of ongoing mine action, and 5 weeks during as well there was incidents of violence in which more than 40 people were killed. So the miners insisting they will not return to work. They are continuing their protests this afternoon, having marched away from this meeting place to a nearby hospital where they claim some wounded miners had been arrested by police. No confirmation from police about that, but that was the word spreading among the miners here, hence they took off on this protest march.
It also seems that we're seeing some type of leadership battle here between the, well, it seems rather subdued Zuma and the very vocal Malema.
Well, indeed, yes, that is a political aspect to this ongoing dispute at Marikana itself. Julius Malema, a former member of the ANC, the head of its very powerful youth league, was expelled from the organization because of disagreements and public disagreements about policy being taken by the ANC. He incidentally was one who was very influential in bringing Zuma to the presidency of the ANC at its last National Congress 5 years ago. Now it is, to all intents and purposes, a sworn enemy of Jacob Zuma, no doubt using, some would claim, the events at Marikana and at other mines that we saw the bite there from Julius Malema at Goldfields. He's using these industrial action to form a political base. That at least is what his critics contend. Those who continue to support Malema insist that he is showing a courageous leadership where other leaders, including those from the ANC, are not displaying at all, Jane.
All right, thank you for that, Mike Hanna.